G'day everybody, where's Wally here? Well, Brandon and his crew, they went looking at the ISS today. Him and his crew, they think they're on a winner yet again. They play a video of an astronaut supposedly dropping a screw. Well, let's look what happens when you already are preconditioned to hear and see what you want to. Now, let's play Brandon watching it.
So he's unscrewing something and whoops. Whoa, what the fuck just happened there?
Why is he looking down?
If you listen to the audio, you can hear the screw drop.
Yeah, I got the audio up for the audience. Unfortunately, it won't play through the Discord, but definitely hear it go clink, clink, just like a screw sounds when you drop it on Earth. Let's see. Oh, shit, the screw fell. Oops.
That's because they are on Earth, yeah.
Oh, man.
It's laughable, isn't it?
Yeah, you got that natural earthy jerk and reach down to catch something when you got that natural jerky Earth-like reaction going on.
Yeah, what's up with that? They must have hit a patch of microgravity. That's probably what it was. Here we go. Oh, shoot. Just hit that patch of microgravity perfectly for that to happen.
I mean, have we heard any good excuses from the Globers on this? I can't wait. This is
No, Mike.
Come on.
Microgravity is supposedly what they're in when they're on the ISS, so they hit an actual patch of actual gravity. So they're claiming to be in microgravity, free falling around the Earth.
As they were passing over the Himalaya mountains at the time. A lot of mass there. Come on.
I guess it was macrogravity.
Yes.
The screw refracted down to the bottom, man.
No,
It dilated. It dilated. Yeah.
Now let's play the original, and we won't stop until Andreas puts the cover back.
Hier achter deze panelen wordt de urine opgevangen en Zo. Ja, dat gaat dus niet. Deze maar even vastmaken. Zo. Hier is allerlei apparatuur waarin de urine opgevangen wordt. Er zitten speciale chemische stoffen worden toegevoegd. En dat komt dan in een tank hierboven. En voorbereide urine, die wordt weer gebruikt om weer gewoon drinkwater uit te krijgen.
Well, how about that? Brandon, he loves to say that we bring a pile of excuses, but this time all we need to do is to point out what he missed. No excuses needed. They were all so blind because they wanted to hear and see something, but they didn't stop and observe with a clear mind. Now let's look again, and I want to show you at 3610 in the original, just a mere 35 seconds after the sound, the delinked bolt's still there in the top right of the cover. Oopsies! How about that? And that's before they get into their whole claims of editing and so forth. That's all that's needed to debunk this, but I think I will keep adding some cuts because there's heaps of DERP to come by the looks of it.
Let's make one thing clear, that this is not us saying that there's an ISS up there. We're saying this is done on a plane or wherever the hell it's done, and we caught them on their fakery. Let's make that clear now.
Yeah, absolutely. That's all we're saying is, hey, look at this. Why doesn't this comport with what we're told? Why is there a contradiction here when we see evidently something falling in what's supposed to be a 0G environment, and then we have 20 different people, nearly, a bit of an exaggeration, but not by much, come in and tell us different excuses why we didn't see what we saw.
Oh, God.
That's ridiculous. I like that one though. I want to hear him.
I was actually referring to the sound. Has anybody made an excuse for that when it hits the ground and clanks?
The sound of a screw dropping after we see the screw drop? Yeah, that's a good question.
And he even looks down at it. Okay, it drops and he looks down. Oh shit, it dropped. Where'd it go? It bounced around a little bit. Huh. Weird that. So come on, guys, come and defend NASA. Thing? This is bad news for NASA. Awful news for NASA. Come in and tell us how we're misunderstanding watching a guy on a video drop a screw? Please tell us.
Can anyone calculate the speed that it dropped?
So let me just have a quick look at the actual sounds that Brandon says are the screw actually falling. There are only 3 sounds that show up. The first 2, Andre still has his hands clearly on the screw. The third one does not. It's only 1/3 of a second between the second and the third sound. So even if Brandon's fumbling theory was correct, really not enough time to get from there down to the ground. But of course, you know that's wrong anyway, because the screw hasn't gone anywhere.
We got our first excuse from the floor here. Well, we've had several from the panel, but Jose JG says nothing was dropped, period. Is hanging on a thingy.
But it would make sense to put the little retainers on there so they're, you know, they take a nut or a bolt out and it doesn't fly around the room when they're working on stuff, you know.
Let's see what they're doing. Oh boy, this is 3 hours long. Surely they're not going to keep derping for 3 hours. Well, let's keep going. Oh, fantastic. Gem Panda is here. Maybe he can convince them.
Unscrew. Oh, what was that sound there? Huh. Hey, Gem, I'm glad you stopped by.
I wonder why you're frightened to play the whole clip. Why every time you played it, you've cut it off the instant he looked down. I wonder why you did that.
Well, I'm interested in the part where he unscrews the screw from the wall of the ISS and it falls down and makes a noise. I'm interested in that part. Is there something later that's going to change that part of the video, or? So you hear it and you see him look down. He unscrews something. You see him unscrew something. You hear something fall, and then you see him look down and look around for it. Am I an idiot, Gem?
Yes. I'll have one more go. If I can't speak, if I don't get away with it this time, if I don't get 3 full sentences out, I'm going. Okay.
Oh, big deal, Jim.
Come on, guys. Come on.
I want to hear
let him have a bloody go, for crying out loud, guys.
Oh shit!
Right, if you keep
then you need to talk instead of monologue.
Sorry, guys, it's worth a try.
No, you're good.
Clearly, not going to happen.
Come on now, let's hear the excuse. God damn it, guys! What the fuck?
Guys, come on.
We had him by the short fucking curlies.
And the way that this is always presented by flat earthers, you've been very careful to cut this video off at just the right moment. And you know
you want me to play it for?
You know very well that
let's
you
let
have.
it play, Gem, and let's see if that changes when we watched it and heard it fall to the ground. Let's see if it changes that fact. All right,
ahead.
We're watching. Okay, so did it change yet?
No, not even Gem Panda can convince him. Well, let's see what other derp they get up to.
Does he put the screws back in after, or do we see that part?
You actually see them in the panel. They're attached to the panel. They're like a sort of a, you know, like a sort of a butterfly, metal butterfly fastener type thing.
Well, that's been fun, guys. Brandon and his clown show, they never fail to entertain, do they?
Yeah. Are you going to have a hard time convincing me that he didn't drop something in that video? But it's a good try. I mean, you got to make something up, right? You got to say something.
What this whole show demonstrates to us is that flatties are so willing to believe their own narrative that they pretty much keep patting each other on the back and working themselves up into a lather and just keep reinforcing the view over and over again. No one is thinking critically about it. Even when Gem Panda comes along, they just want to keep shouting him down.
Then what did we hear him drop?
I don't think you heard anything drop. Like I say, I think you heard the panel pop open.
The panel popping open sounds like something dropping to the floor and bouncing around.
That's what I was going to ask.
Well,
Thank you.
You don't hear something dropping to the floor and bouncing around. You made all of that up.
You certainly do. We've played that multiple times.
Well, Brandon, I do have an ISS related question. I keep asking you to have a look at the ISS live stream. I did the other day when you were in live stream, and you could have easily popped on at the end of the show. Look at your response. You really don't sound like someone who's open and looking and searching for the truth. Maybe you've already had a look and you don't know what's going on. But When you're doing your shows at the moment, the ISS is quite often almost right overhead. So for the next couple of days, you really should jump on this opportunity, Brandon, because you might not get another one for another 6 to 8 weeks. So while you're running your show, keep popping back in and having a look at the ISS live stream and ask people to comment. Anyone in the area below where the ISS is passing over, see if you can disprove what is being shown from the camera. The only problem is at the moment it seems to be doing a satellite handover right over the USA, so it seems to pop off really when I don't want it to, but oh well, that's how it goes with the ISS. You have to communicate back somehow. Bye guys.